The White House won't be white. White men, you must stop this bus.
Brother Martin Luther King Jr., one of the most iconic brothers in history. We're going to break this down with all due respect. Martin Luther King Jr. is an intelligent brother. He was coached at a young age by his father and many other mentors. I'm going to play a clip from MoFax with Adam Curry telling you where the influence and the foundation begin with this situation.
He encouraged his son to become active in the movement. He also changed his name from Michael King to Martin Luther King after becoming inspired during a trip to Germany by the life of Martin Luther.
Now, I show all this because him being very educated at a young age, and on top of that, him going on the other side of the world to gain influence are the main factors of why it's very difficult to read him as an individual. Now, I say all this because him being compared to Nixon and Bill Clinton, he's a professional. Bill Clinton and Nixon, they just leak nonverbal cues every time they open their mouth. For example,
because people have got to know whether or not their president is a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
President?
Like, this is an easy one right here. Usually people do this when they're uncomfortable or uneasy, like Birdman on the right. But for Nixon, he did this when he's insecure after he has said that he's no crook, which is a sign of deception.
I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again.
Micro expression of a smirk. Usually someone do this when they're winning a debate or when they're about to be deceptive.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. I never told anybody to lie, not a single time, never.
And I could do those all day. Those are for examples. Now, when it comes to the brother Martin Luther King Jr., I'm going to play this clip right here just to show y'all example.
Come to New York and do this program with me tonight.
Thank you.
I'd like to begin by asking you, what significance does the Birmingham story, the Birmingham struggle that has just been concluded, have in your view?
And he does this throughout most of his interviews. He's relaxed, lock eyes, not nervous, none of that. And this is why I say he is one of the individuals that are difficult to read on the nonverbal cue side. Now, when we talking about verbal cues, that's a whole nother story because he was very strategic on what he said in his speeches and in his interviews.
Your tactics, Dr. King?
There's no doubt about that. I will agree that there is a group in the Negro community advocating violence now. I happen to feel that this group represents a numerical minority. Surveys have revealed this. The vast majority of Negroes still feel that the best way to deal with the dilemma that we face in this country is through nonviolent resistance. And
there was a lot of hidden gems / verbal cues in that clip right there. That's why I'm going to make another segment that will give us a better understanding on why M.L.K. was articulating his words in that way and what he meant by saying those specific words. And look, I appreciate the supporters who are following me on the Patreon. These are the individuals who are having these special requests on me doing these segments right here. Again, shouts out to Judy, and there are going to be many more. So if y'all haven't, make sure y'all check out the Patreon so y'all can have the special requests on what we doing right here. But we are definitely grinding, and I have a lot more content to push out right here. So bear with me, y'all. Peace.